used to think that innocence was something heaven keeps, a white winged thing above the noise, untouched by blood or sleep. But time is not a gentle God, it blesses while it scars, and every light I ever held came fractured into dark. Silk around a blade, a language made of iron, find a mask that never prayed. The mirror taught me early how beauty can divide. The face the world will celebrate, the ruins locked inside. I learned that love can yield to fear and still be called divine. That hands can build a sanctuary, leave it out of time. That even truth goes tired when no one wants its weight. So souls become their symptoms and call that fate. Tell me, when did grace become performance? When did faith become a role? Just a soul still trying to mean something inside this cracked halo overhead. There is no untouched version of the self that makes it through. No sacred heart unweathered by the things it had to do. We do not leave the fire as who we were before. We leave with smoke in our lungs and a different kind of core. The child in me wanted answers, a clean geometry of pain, a reason every wound was given a pattern to the rain. But suffering is not a sermon, and healing is not straight. Some truths arrive as silence and ask us still to stay. I have seen the holy hidden in the trembling of the weak, and people who had every reason to vanish yet still speak. I have seen the soul grow larger, not through safety but through loss, as if the heart becomes more honest every time it bears a cross. So tell me, must the beautiful be painless? Must the faithful never bend? Must the broken lose their language if they cannot comprehend? I no longer worship certainty, I no longer fear the fall. There is something almost sacred in surviving it all. This cracked halo over my head is not defeat, it's what remains when every polished version of me could not survive the flame. I am not pure, I am not ruined, I am not what they write. I'm just a mind still searching for the meaning of this cracked halo over me. Maybe the soul was never meant to stay unbroken in this life. Maybe wisdom is the wound that learns not every edge is knife. Maybe heaven is not whiteness or distance from the dust. Maybe heaven starts the moment we become worthy of our trust. Maybe guilt is only grief that never found a rightful name. Maybe shame is just the echo of a stranger's ancient blame. Maybe mercy is not rescue but the strength to see things through, to look upon the ruined self and say, I will not abandon you. No saint descends to live here spotless. No love arrives without a cost. No one crosses into wisdom without mourning what was lost. If I glow, it is not because I never touched the night. It is because I carried night and still protected light. This cracked halo over my head now burns instead of bleeds, not as proof that I was chosen, but proof I lived through what life means. I am not pure, I am not ruined, I am more than either word. I am the silence after breaking, where a deeper self is heard. This cracked halo over my head is jagged, honest, bright, a unread, then let them turn away from me. I choose the fractured light instead. This cracked halo, not above me, but within. A circle made of damage.